find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for sticking with us here on this beautiful Saturday at the ivetx.com studios in Scottsdale, Arizona. This is our last Saturday show here in the studio as we are relocating and we're going on our spring break and our little vacation time. So the next time you see us live, other than maybe the Tuesday show, I don't know if we're going to do the Tuesday show yet. Maybe, maybe not. But next time you see us live on a Saturday, it's going to be at a brand new location to be announced. So getting into one of the things I was checking out on MLB.com is that they've got the 2015 basically player preview, like a power rankings. Okay. And when you look at all of the positions out there, one of the things that caught my eye and the reason I wanted to go over it is Paul Goldschmidt is ranked 4th overall in the entire major leagues. And I like that. I agree with that. I think he's one of the top players out there. The problem is the market that he plays in. I think if he was in New York, he might have the top selling jersey in all of baseball. But he's in Arizona. And we're happy to have him in Arizona. Absolutely. Definitely makes the game exciting. As a matter of fact, 2 out of the 3 times that I actually called he was going to hit a home run, he hit a home run. So I actually said he's going to hit a home run on this bat. And gone. Beautiful thing. He's got one of the best swings in baseball for a power hitter.
Yeah, he's got a power swing, though.
But the cool thing
he's a power hitter.
He's always going to be around about 300, too.
Well, and chicks dig the long ball.
So, chicks dig the long ball. That is true.
Home runs always they're going to win out. I mean, you can bat 330 and not hit any home runs, but the guy who hits the home runs always going to get the attention.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
always,
absolutely. Nobody's talking about Dustin Pedroia right now. So Red Sox fans, Sox Nation, right?
Well, I was talking with Brent about it, and he doesn't want to lose Ethier and his Dodgers, but,
right?
I mean, if I'm the Diamondbacks, I make that move. I mean, they don't. This team doesn't connect to Arizona State and University of Arizona or Grand Canyon University enough.
Right.
They've only had 1 or 2 or 3 Arizona State players ever on their roster.
Mm-hmm.
And Arizona State was a powerhouse. They've kind of fallen off lately, but they were a powerhouse. They produced a lot of MLB players. And I don't know why you don't make that connection and connect to the roots here. I mean, I know Ethier's contract's not great.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to win a lot of games this year. They do need to spend some money. You can't bottom out. You don't have a bottom cap like in some other sports, but I think he'd be a great fit. You can get him for not a lot, and he'd be a good leader and connect to the roots here. Plus, he's gonna help with that rivalry they're trying to create with the Dodgers. No, it's a little off topic, but
no, that's a good point. I mean, he is the face of the franchise.
Because you said Pedroia, and I've always said when he first came up, I was like, I don't care what it takes to get that guy. You need to get that guy and make him the captain of the D-backs.
Right. Because he came from Arizona State.
Yeah, so. Another Arizona State guy.
Yep.
And you got to make that connection to the roots of the city here and draw that parallel.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
And they've just started doing that with that. They're now going to play that series, a 3-game series or whatever in spring training with the college teams, which is something that used to be done a long time ago.
Yeah, I like it. But Red Sox do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, next year they're going to play U of A, and then they're going to play Grand Canyon the following year, and they're just going to rotate it through. But you've got to make those connections to the hometown guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You got to have that passion to try and keep them around. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, at least if you're not going to win, you have a guy that's going to come out and talk to the franchise, be the face of the franchise. You haven't had that since Luis Gonzalez left.
Right. Well, I think Goldschmidt, if he can stay healthy, now granted, last year wasn't his fault. He got hit.
Yeah.
It broke his hand.
And he could be, but I don't know if he necessarily wants to be that guy. Yeah, I don't see him doing a lot of TV or media or those kind of things.
Well, he actually sat down with us during the golf tournament that we covered out there after the season. And he said that he can't wait to get back into it, and he absolutely loves playing here.
Yeah, and I mean, that's fine. I'm not saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying you get those guys that are very outgoing. They want to be the leader of the team. They want to be like Luis Gonzalez. He's a perfect example for this franchise. He's always out there. He always took the time. He wasn't the greatest player ever. I think he has the all-time doubles record or something
like that.
But he was there, and that's what he liked to do. And you have the same thing with Shane Doan, captain of the Coyotes.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the greatest player. He's the face of the franchise. He does all that stuff. Not to say it's good or bad, but I don't know if that's Goldschmidt's personality. You know what I mean? Some guys are just they just don't like to, do that extra stuff.
So do you agree that Mike Trout is the number one player in all of the majors?
Yes.
Oh, I absolutely do.
He can do everything.
Yeah.
He can hit home. He can hit for power. He can hit for average. He can steal bases. He can play defense.
His defense is unbelievable. As big as the guy is, his defense is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I had no way in hell did I see him being able to patrol center field like that.
Now it sucks because it ruins my two dreams that I always want. One, every guy with a fish name on the Mariners. Trout, Carp, or
really?
Him to go play for the Yankees.
No.
He's a Jersey boy.
No. I'd rather see him as a Red Sox.
But he's the best player in baseball.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And then right behind him is Giancarlo Stanton.
I disagree. If you're talking fantasy and even real life, Andrew McCutchen. He doesn't hit for power a lot, but he does hit for average. He can steal bases, and he plays great defense.
I'll give you that, but as far as the power numbers, the home runs and the RBIs, yeah, I'll take Stanton. If it comes down to this ball's got to leave the park for us to win,
right? I'm
taking Stanton.
Well, yeah, if you need a power guy, but I'm talking all around. I'd take McCutchen. He's a much better all around.
I like McCutchen, but isn't Stanton younger? I think Stanton's younger.
Yes.
So the way they have it is Mike Trout, Giancarlo Stanton, Andrew McCutchen, and Paul Goldschmidt. And I can't disagree with that four. Because when you look after that, I mean, as far as hitters go, Miguel Cabrera, who I think is starting to decline a little bit. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yep. Carlos Gomez, not on their level.
Yep.
Jose Abreu, because as young as he is and everything,
yeah, he's young.
Give him a couple of years, he'll be the one or two.
He's a power guy though. He's a lot like Stanton. I don't know if he's going to hit for average as much as
he doesn't steal too many bases.
Yeah.
So then again, not too many first basemen do.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. I do like the Adam Jones, Jose Bautista. After after he was suspended for using. I'm not a Bautista fan at all. He
didn't really come back and put up with as good of numbers.
No, he didn't.
I would put it a little different. I'd go Trout, McCutchen, Goldschmidt, Stanton.
Okay.
So I'd have him at 3. That would be mine. The one guy I think you could see is Cano.
Yeah, Robinson Cano.
They keep giving him help up there, and I think with some more protection this year, you might see better numbers out of him.
Might steal a few more bases too.
Yeah, so I think he could jump up, and he could be kind of a surprise. I mean, he's not a surprise; everybody knows who he is, but he's. I think he could jump up there and be in that top 10,
right?
As far as hitters go, or maybe even top 5. I mean, another guy that always puts up good numbers. He's older too. Is Adrian Beltre?
Yeah, and he's
35, but he still puts up great numbers, and he doesn't have a lot of help there.
Is he the best third baseman in baseball?
Who else is third base?
Well, if you really look at it, you've got Miguel Cabrera.
Who's in Washington?
Rendon. Anthony Rendon in
Evan
Washington.
Longoria, maybe.
Josh Donaldson with the Blue Jays.
Longoria, but he's kind of fallen off.
Yeah.
He might be. And he's 35. Chris Davis, he's a good third baseman. But he's an all-power guy. He's gonna hit home runs or he's gonna strike out. He might be at 35. He might be the best third baseman. I still like
see that.
Yeah.
Alex Rodriguez.
No. don't do this. No.
Why?
No.
Yasmani Tomas ranked 19th for the D-backs. It's yet to be seen. Because he just came up from
early.
Cuba. I mean, from all the hype and everything, he should be a top 20.
I mean, is he even going to make the team?
Yeah, he should.
Because they're going to start that service time clock.
Right. So I think they should. Panda for the Red Sox. It's going to be interesting to see what he does with the short porch. I think he's going to love playing the opposite field off that wall.
Yeah, but if he struggles, those Boston fans will kill him. It's not San Fran.
Yeah, it's true.
It's not San Fran. They're not nice there. When you're not winning and you're not playing well, those Boston fans
he'll give us better numbers than what we've been getting out of third base for the last couple of years. So, I mean, we just traded the third baseman that we had out to the Padres. So, Middlebrooks. He'll give us better numbers than Middlebrooks could. So, as long as it's an improvement, we'll be happy.
Well, I think if you put a steel folding chair at third, you might get better numbers than A-Rod puts up this year. I mean, it might stop now and then.
He went 1 for 2. 1 for 2.
If I could bat a steel folding chair and put him out there in defense, I would.
But A-Rod went 1 for 2, man. I'm just letting you know.
If you slide into it, you're out.
he's like, it's tagged out by the chair. Tagged out by the chair.
I'll just have DD Gregorius run over there and grab the ball off the chair and throw it to first.
Oh my God. Gregorius. I can't believe, man. I loved him when he was on the D-backs, man. And then
it's gonna be interesting to see him play because I mean Jeter was a great defensive shortstop his first 2 years, and then not so much.
Yeah.
So he's one of those guys that you pay for things that he doesn't necessarily do on the field.
Red Sox are up right now 5-1 and 1-0. Split squad.
I need to get some sun.
Yankees losing 3-0 right now to the Astros.
When will all these teams learn that Florida is not the place to go? You need to come out here to Arizona.
Right? That's what I'm saying, man. Here. That'd be phenomenal. But spring training would have to be expanded in order to.
Sucks for me because neither one of my other teams are here.
Right. Well, damn, me neither. I mean, other than covering the Diamondbacks.
Well, the Pirates are in Lakeland.
I only have one. Well, technically 2 teams because I cover the Diamondbacks. It's my job to know about them. But, I mean, obviously I'm a diehard Sox fan. So Diamondbacks play the Mariners at 3:05 Eastern, which is about an hour. So here.
Yep. And we got Joel Woman coming up in 15.
We do. We're going to talk some NASCAR. A-Rod. How about A-Rod? You want to talk some A-Rod?
No.
You don't want to talk no A-Rod?
No.
I bet you he hits a home run today.
I bet he doesn't.
No, he probably won't. But he was I think that was the most watched spring training at bat in the history of spring training.
No.
Dude, so many people were watching that game just to see how he did. He got a mixed reaction, but it was mostly cheers. It was mostly cheers, man.
No.
There's a lot of well-wishers out there for your boy.
There's a lot of dumb people
your
out there.
Buddy.
There's a lot of dumb people
your
out
homie.
there.
He helped you win your last ring. He helped you win a couple rings.
We would have had 3. He's a jinx. And that non-point song.
You just can't be pleased, can you?
I like that non-point song, but it reminds me of the 04 World Series. That was the theme song for the 04 World Series. Or
you just
ALCS.
Can't be pleased, man. You know how many teams out there would have loved to have 1 ring? We would have had 3. Shut up, Yankee jackass.
Winners.
Just come on, man. Oh shit. Okay.
No. And if I see anyone wearing that shirt that's like the hashtag with the 13 in the letters, like the respect thing that they ripped off from Jeter, rip that shirt off of them.
Oh, that'd be awesome to see, man.
I saw Mike Francesa wearing one.
I think that is hilarious. So going through the Yankees right now, all right, since you brought them up,
What, how many games are they going to lose?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
At least
they're top-rated players. Who's the best player on your team right now?
CC Sabathia.
Not according to this.
Who is it then?
Jacoby Ellsbury.
That was a horrible signing.
He did pretty good for you guys last year. 281, 84 runs, 15 home runs, 70 RBI, 37 stolen bases. Really? How's that a horrible signing? You'd love to have them here.
No, I'm okay with the McCann signing. I did like Russell Martin, but I was okay with McCann because he's a really good catcher. He's going to put a lot of stability. I don't look for offense from my catcher when I'm building a team. When I'm building a team, I want my catcher to be great with pitchers and great defensively.
Right.
If he gets a hit, that's a plus.
Yeah, and that's why I like that. That's how Veritek was.
Well, Veritek was an offensive catcher.
Yeah.
And then he became a better
and he beat up A-Rod for us.
Catcher at the end.
Yeah. So going through the Yankees ratings. So basically the ratings that we're looking at, they're kind of fantasy rankings based on what they did last year so far and guesstimations of what they do this year. The top bid for a player is like $47 out of $50. Okay. Jacoby Ellsbury is $29. Okay. I can see that for the production. McCann is 14. That's a huge drop, and that's your second player. Masahiro Tanaka is third, $12 value.
That's my other dream. I want a team full of Asian players. Just the A's to have go, hey, we're going to do this like it's a Japanese league, and we're going to get all our guys from there, and we're going to face off against everybody else.
Wow.
I would want to see how they do. If you're always like, well, could Kentucky beat the Knicks right now?
Right.
I want to see if a Japanese team could beat an MLB team.
Well, didn't we do that? Isn't that like the World Series that they do?
No, we've never done that.
No. Like the World Baseball Championships. That's pretty much the same thing.
It's not like the real, and you don't have the best guys.
All right. Dylan Benson.
Where's Gardner?
Benson's.
Can
Gardner's at 5.
Goddamn respect. I just want somebody to give this guy some respect.
Out of $50.
He's the best player on that team, and he's been that way for 5 years.
MLB.com.
No one gives him any love. They bat him 9th. The guy is fast.
They need him to turn around the lineup.
They cannot put him in center field either. I don't know why. He's a
Jacoby
center fielder.
Ellsbury's a center fielder.
He's faster than Ellsbury.
Ellsbury's better.
No, Ellsbury. That's why they shouldn't have signed him. They already had Gardner.
Ellsbury's better. He hits better for average. He has more home runs. He has more RBIs and way more stolen bases. Why wouldn't you want Ellsbury leading off?
Because Ellsbury's leading off and Gardner's not. Gardner's faster.
You just got a lot of hate for your team. I don't
understand why they can't. Why anyone can say Brett Gardner is not a good player. He's the best player on your team the past 5 years.
According to MLB.com fantasy, he's worth $7.
Well, he could be if they would use him properly.
He's worth $7 right now.
I mean, you should have him bat first and have Ellsbury bat behind him.
Chase Hadley
have 2 guys on and to start every freaking inning.
After Brett Gardner at 5, they got Chase Hadley.
He's old.
Michael Pineda, who got tossed against the Red Sox.
Whatever.
That's pine tar.
Loser.
Andrew Miller, who they just got from the Red Sox, is worth $1. I haven't even gotten to Sabathia yet.
Sabathia. He's fat again. He's going to be great this
Carlos Beltran is worth $1. Eovaldi's worth $1. CC Sabathia ranked number 11 for value for the Yankees.
Look,
at $1.
CC Sabathia said, "The hell with being skinny. I'm going to go back and be fat again, gain 30 pounds, and he's going to have a great year. Just watch."
It amazes me because Carlos Beltran,
he's a
Mark Teixeira, CC Sabathia, they're all in the back. These are all $1 buys on fantasy for MLB.
Somebody's got to hit a home run there, so you can pick somebody. Teixeira is not bad.
Teixeira, Beltran, all the same value of Alex Rodriguez, $1. By the way, predicted 248, 39 runs, 10 home runs, 44 RBIs, and a stolen base. I can see that.
Stolen base.
And a stolen base. They said and a stolen base. So
just one.
They'll give it to him. Just throw it in there. Yeah, he'll do one.
Maybe they can pitch him like they pitch.
I'm going to say 270, 20 home runs. If he can put out 10, he can put out 20.
220, broken fibula, about 2/3 of the way through the year.
The worst player on your team, Brendan Ryan.
It's going to get Tanya Harding walking through Times Square.
The worst starting pitcher on your team, Scott Baker.
I don't even know who that is.
He's your worst starting pitcher. So that's the Yankees for you. Let's check out the.
They got Masahiro Tanaka up there high enough.
Who's the best player on the Red Sox? Who do you think? Think it's Pedroia
or Ortiz?
It's Hanley Ramirez. Hanley Ramirez.
He's another guy too, because he's got a piss poor attitude, and if he starts off on the wrong foot with that Boston media, he's gonna have a nightmare time there. Who was there? They had somebody recently who had that situation. They had to trade him.
Manny?
No, somebody else. They liked Manny. He was good with the media there.
Manny. Somebody that they threw out, or somebody they got rid of because of the media.
Scrap the A's. I want the Yankees to start a Japanese team.
Wow.
All Japanese players.
So they got Ramirez, Ortiz.
Trade everybody to the Dragons, the Tokyo Dragons, straight up. I'll take the whole team.
Speaking of Dragons, Uehara after Pedroia. Koji Uehara.
Pedroia has fallen off a lot, but he's a very Jeter-esque player. You're paying him to be the captain, to be the face of your franchise, to be the leader in that clubhouse. And I'm okay with that.
Best pitcher on the team right now, rated, other than Uehara, because Uehara is not really a starter. He's a relief pitcher. Wade Miley, who they just got from the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Who's their opening day starter? Buchholz?
It's probably going to be Buchholz.
That's the thing that's bad for the Red Sox. They don't have a lot of pitching up front.
No, they picked up Rick Porcello. They picked up Wade Miley. But with the bats that they have,
well, the good thing about Miley is his beard.
They picked up Justin Masterson from Cleveland. Masterson used to be on the Red Sox.
Good pitcher.
And then Junichi Tazawa, who they've always had. Joe Kelly. He's going to be the one from St. Louis.
I wish Brent and Joel were here, because I actually want to know what it's like.
I wish they were here too.
When you face off against one of those guys, there's Japanese guys, or even a Dan Herron, who has that Asian tick in their windup where they pause.
Yeah.
That's a very Asian windup. And I wonder how much it throws you off. I never faced anyone like that. I never played high school. I just played Little League. Those guys played high school and college and stuff.
Right.
So they might have more of an example. And I just wonder how much that throws you off in timing going against a guy like that, because we're seeing a lot more of those guys coming over. I mean, Darvish for the Rangers is out with the Tommy John, but we're getting more and more of these guys coming over.
See, so far from what we've been seeing, as far as there's only a couple teams out there where when you look at player rankings from top to bottom overall, there's only a couple teams out there where most of the first 5 or 6 players are pitchers.
Dodgers,
Nationals. As a matter of fact,
the Tigers, they got David Price and
but
I think Verlander's fallen off so much.
Let's see where they're at. The Dodgers have Kershaw, Greinke, and Ryu.
Yeah.
Who won him.
Ryu.
And then at 8, they've got their other guy, Kenley Jensen. I mean, most of their guys are pitchers.
Yeah.
And then if we look at, who'd you say, Detroit,
you got Price, you got Verlander. They lost Scherzer.
David Price is number 2. Sanchez, Anibal Sanchez. I forgot all about him.
Padres probably.
And then
have
there's Verlander.
Well, no, they really only have Shields and then Ian Kennedy.
I see Washington Nationals.
What about the Giants? They got what's his name? The World Series MVP. I'm blanking on his name now. Country boy.
San Francisco Giants. Buster Posey, Madison Bumgarner.
That's it. And they got Tim Lincecum still.
Jake Peavy still.
He's fallen off, but he's still above average.
Peavy played good in the playoffs last year for him.
I'm surprised that guy's still playing. You remember his whole lat ripped off his back and rolled up like a freaking cartoon tongue? Like in the cartoons when they see like a hot female walk by, their tongue rolls out. And that was his lat in reverse.
Wow.
His back.
That's funny. So Bumgarner at 2, Peavy at 4, Matt Cain at 5, Santiago Casilla at 6, and Tim Hudson. They still got Tim Hudson.
What about the Cubs? They got Lester.
They do got Lester.
I think they got somebody else that I'm blanking on, don't they?
They got rid of the dude from Notre Dame. John Lester, Jake Arrieta, starting pitchers, Jason Hamill. That's who you're probably thinking of. Hector Randone, Kyle Hendricks, another starting pitcher. And then Susoyishi Wada. Yeah. No, not really. After Lester.
Well, there's two guys you're going to see moved probably is Cliff Lee and Cole Hamels from the Phillies at some point this year. I don't know where.
Well, the Red Sox were talking with Hamels for a while, but I think it just fell apart.
Well, Lee's still owed a lot of money, and he said he doesn't want to play, I think, in New York or Boston. So he's got a no trade.
Right. So I don't think I want Lee. He jumps around too much.
He's older now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's all right. He's not.
I liked him when he was in Texas, but that's it.
Yeah, I think he'd be better to go somewhere. I think he pitches better in warmer weather.
I think he'd be great in Oakland.
He's too much money, though.
I know. Well, Oakland doesn't really spend that much money.
He'd do well in Texas. They might want to reacquire him.
Yeah, but no, he's going to want to go to a team that can win. Texas sucks.
They're in a tough division.
Yeah,
I don't agree with
suck.
Brent at all. I think the Mariners are winning that division over not the A's.
Ooh. Well, they are bringing in a lot of players.
I think it's going to be close. I think we need to get that out and get that story up.
Yeah, Cano, Felix Hernandez, Nelson Cruz, Iwakuma,
Cruz did all right. He's a
Kyle Seager, Austin Jackson, Fernando Rodney. I like him. He does the arch thing.
To turn your hat the right way.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn, too, while you're at it.
All right, let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll come back. We're going to talk some NASCAR with Joe Wilman. Should be calling in shortly.
Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in their life. I'm no different. Hey, everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strong about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864-0552 or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
If you or someone you know is looking for a new job or career, you need to visit the pros. National Career Fairs at ncfairs.com. National Career Fairs hosts over 300 career fairs a year nationwide. The events are free and give you the perfect chance to meet some of the top employers in your area face-to-face. To find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
Veterans served us, now it's time we serve them. As a veteran of Afghanistan and Iraq, as well as a current military member deployed abroad, I would like to take a minute of your time to tell you about Patriot Hills of New York. Patriot Hills of New York is a nonprofit organization providing support to veterans and their families. They partner veterans in need with over 65 health and wellness organizations, community groups, as well as philanthropic foundations providing no or low-cost services. They've helped over 400 veterans through confidential referral services, assistance with veterans issues, employment placement, as well as educational opportunities. If you need assistance or just want to help veterans by donating your time or services, contact them at info@patriothills.org. Again, that's info@patriothills.org. Visit patriothillsofnewyork.com for more information about their services or how you can donate. Our veterans deserve no less. We can give it to them, and you can help.
And we're live as I'm finishing up. And we're live, ladies and gentlemen, here at the IVETX.com studios in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona. I was just reading up. Kurt Busch was cleared of all charges.
Did they reinstate him?
They are working on reinstatement. The terms have already been given to him. He has already agreed to the terms, but they are not releasing the terms of his reinstatement. So I'm going to go out and assume that he's got to take some counseling. More than likely, there's some counseling that has to go on. There's some charity stuff that has to go on for like women's rights and so on. He's probably going to have to fulfill so many hours of that, and then volunteer at the local Y or something, and then they'll put him back in a car and let him run. They may have him drive an Xfinity for a little bit. Potentially, I don't know. Should be pretty interesting. But he was cleared of all charges. So technically he can still come in and still go race to be in the chase. Because all you need to do to get in the chase is just win a race. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, because just let anyone in. It's not like it's playoffs or anything.
Well, it will be once the chase starts. Once the actual chase starts, then it's a playoff. You have to do so well every race in order to move on. Which is why I love it.
Kick him off the track.
Well, that's basically what they do. It's like if you finish behind this person, he's in and you're not.
Yeah, but I don't want their car out there in my way.
Didn't we? No, we are not arguing about this again. We argued about this shit last year. All right.
That's my point.
Oh, my
I want
God.
it improved.
It's not going to happen, man.
I know it won't, but I'm going to keep harping on it.
It's not going to happen. All right. They're going to race every race of the season because you still have owner points that you have to race for. You still have driver points that you have to race for. You still have sponsors that you have to race for.
Get a better driver.
Really?
Really?
I hate arguing with you on this, man. Look, it's not going to change. It's not going to change. Deal with it. All right. It's just the way it's going to be. All right. So they're in Vegas this weekend, which is kind of weird because last year they went Phoenix and then Vegas. So I thought that was kind of weird, but okay, switching it up a little bit. So I will be out at Phoenix all weekend next weekend.
Raceway?
Phoenix International Raceway. All weekend next weekend for the Infinity Series race and the NASCAR Sprint Cup race. So let's see here. Harvick won? Yeah. Okay. So one of the big news, one of the things that I'm happy to announce is that Brian Vickers is finally cleared to come back and race. He was one with the heart condition, had issues. He's finally been cleared. He's good to go. No more medical issues. They're putting him in a car and he'll be running.
I like Brian Vickers.
Yeah, I do too. I think he's a stand-up guy. Anytime, I mean, you can hate, I can hate, let's say, A-Rod. You can hate A-Rod. Nobody wants A-Rod to die, okay? They just don't want to see him do good on the field.
I'm sure somebody does.
Well, yeah, but you don't.
No.
Okay.
I don't wish injury on people.
Right. You just don't want them to play well.
Right.
Right. Okay, so that's understandable, and that's okay. Because if you're a fan of a team and you want to see them do better or whatever.
Maybe if he gets like a blister.
It's like a blister.
And he can't play for several months.
It's possible. But when it comes to health of individuals, especially when it comes to someone's entertainment,
it's just a game.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Which is why he was punished so badly for it, because he felt he needed to cheat in a game. But that's where the money aspect comes into play.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's just greed. That's what that is. So I don't applaud him for that. The only reason why I'm okay with A-Rod this year, even as a New York Yankee, is he served his time. He admitted, he apologized. Whether that's enough for a lot of people, I mean, that's on them. But to me, he did what he needed to do to get back in. He sat out an entire year of his career. When you have somebody that's done nothing but play baseball since they were like 5, you make them sit out for a year and stay off the field for a year, that kills them. That crushes them. Not to mention what it's done. He doesn't have any, Nike's not knocking on his door to do any commercials or anything like that. So nobody is. So he's got no endorsements. He's basically stripped. It's almost like he's a rookie, that just got brought up from, single or double A to see how he does in spring training. That's pretty much how they're treating him, with the exception of the fact that it's A-Rod, But I like the fact he served his time. So anyway, same thing with Kurt Busch. Okay. If there's no charges brought against him, then, do whatever he needs to do to get back in the car. All right. Because if it was really serious, there would have been charges brought against him. I guarantee it.
I don't know. That was a weird story in that
it is, but I don't know both
seemed
sides.
Equally crazy based on the stuff I read.
Right.
They both weren't right in the head.
The
thing with Busch is he has a history of kind of being a hothead and starting fights after races and doing dangerous things.
Well, so doesn't Keselowski and Gordon and Harvick and.
I mean, for me, as not a
diehard
NASCAR fan, I really, when you start talking about this sort of new bad blood in NASCAR, I would pin that on him because you didn't see a lot of that until he came in and he started confronting drivers after races and intentionally wrecking people. And
I like that.
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm
just saying I don't like intentionally wrecking people, but I love that it's almost like wrestling. It's almost like you got face and you got the hero. I mean, to me, honestly, I think some of this stuff is NASCAR whispering in the ear, go, why don't you go talk to him? Why don't you go talk to him?
Yeah, and I mean, NASCAR won't say it, but they love it.
Oh, yeah.
They love that. It's going to get them on SportsCenter better than any race finish will.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
But
he's sort of the NASCAR bad boy. I kind of pin that on him.
Yeah. And when Joel calls in, we'll ask him what he thinks on that. But I love the fact that, hey, that's the race, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see, next week and all that stuff. They keep everything rolling. Everything stays rolling. Let's see. Let's see what he does. Let's see what he does. Let's see what she does. Speaking of she, Danica Patrick last week, and this was recorded. You can go back and check the recording if you want to, because I recall asking.
Podcast available on iTunes.
Plus or minus, thank you. Plus or minus 20. And everybody, you, Joel, and Joel, all said that she would not finish better than 20th. She finished in 16th. I was right.
How much closer is she to that first NASCAR win?
She's in the chase right now.
It's the second week.
Matter of fact, Ryan Newman proved that you really don't have to win in order to go for that championship.
No. I'm going to do the same thing I did with A-Rod
last year.
No.
He finished second last year.
No.
Man. Now, come on. Maybe I'm going a little too far saying championship, things like that. But this is only your third year in Sprint Cup. All right. It's only your third year in Sprint Cup. Let's go ahead and see. I mean, there were a lot of drivers out there that got in and didn't get a win for a while.
Win something.
All right. But when she does, when she does, what do I have to make you do? When she does.
If she does, I'll put on the line.
Because here's the thing. This is a situation that I can totally see this happening, right? In the race,
every other car in the race.
No. But see, I'm getting to that point. In the race at Atlanta, it finished, even though it looked like Junior was coming to the front and he was going to pass Logano, they had a wreck. So they finished it under caution and froze the field. I can totally see her winning like that. I can totally see she could be like, up front and take the lead, but just from somebody giving her a push from behind. No fun intended. Just because they always do that on those restarts. Whoever's behind you is trying to get to the front. So they push you in front so they can get out and get around. Wreck, field frozen, Danica wins. Say what?
Problem is she'll be the one that's in the wreck.
She stayed clean for the most part this year, 2 out of 3 races.
And now
Jeff Gordon's been in more wrecks. Yeah, but that was the wrecked one.
She was in a backup car.
But Daytona. Even in a backup car, she finished the race. And finished
almost out of cars and couldn't race because she wrecked the other ones.
No, she has 7. But I'm sure but they can repair those other ones. All right. The ones that can't be repaired are like the one Kyle Busch hit the wall at Daytona in. That's not going to be, that broke everything on the front. That's done. That car's gone.
I do like the Keselowski rocking the old Rusty Wallace Miller Genuine draft car.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be cool.
That is. It's going to be fun. I want to see that. You know, I like seeing these older.
I like Rusty. I liked Rusty Wallace.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
badass. Him and Dale Sr. Used to go back and forth all the time.
Yep.
All the time.
Back before they had 3 different sponsors. I mean, you saw that same car every week. So.
Yep. Same car, same design.
Yep.
It wasn't a new design, new paint scheme every week. You know? Did you see, by the way, Dale Jr. Photobomb Jimmy Johnson? It was hilarious. They did the team picture for his win last week. And everybody's standing there like this, and everybody's doing it. And you just kind of look for a second, and everybody's in a blue suit, except one guy's got a yellow stripe down the right side of his suit, and he's standing there with his finger in the air, number one. It's Dale Jr. Photobomb, the picture.
I like Dale Jr. You know, he's fun. He has fun with it. He doesn't take it too serious. He's won something.
I got to see if I can find that one. NASCAR.com. I'm going to post it. He did too. He photobombed Jimmy and his team for the victory last week.
So it looks Gordon's got the pole.
Gordon, yeah, second pole so far.
Old man still doing it.
Well, the last time he got the pole, he wrecked.
Yeah, I think everybody's wishing him well. You know, it's last year. You know, so and then Logano's in second. He's come off a hot start. Hamlin's done well. Earnhardt's ran pretty good too, right out the gate this year.
Right.
I think all of them are competitive.
Junior's running good.
Yeah, he's running real good.
My favorite racer. I'm cheering for him. So I got 2 people. I cheer for Dale. That's my racer. And then I'm a well-wisher for Danica. She's from right here, man. She lives here. She lives like within miles of this studio. Nicer part of town, but still.
No.
Come on, man. So you're saying if we had the opportunity to get Danica Patrick in the studio, you would call it sick? You can have
her on. I don't have anything to ask her.
You would call it sick?
I'd come over here and I'd not ask a question.
Oh, you are such a liar. You're such a liar, dude.
I would.
Come on, man.
All right. So who you got winning this weekend?
I'm always picking Junior. It's like my football team, man. I never pick against my football team. I don't pick against Junior. I think but not just because he's my favorite driver, but the first couple of weeks, he has driven to the point to where he looks like he's the fastest car in the field both weeks. In Daytona, he made one stupid decision that moved him from like the front of the field to the middle and still almost came back. And the same thing last week. He had to come back from the middle and finish third. So, I mean, he's got a really fast car. He's got a new crew chief. I like Junior. Last year, Danica finished 21.
What's the weather like out there?
It's Vegas, man.
Yeah, I know. Is it going to be warm? It's going to be warm, right?
Probably.
Look.
Danica started 22nd last year, finished 21st. Consistent. This week, I think she's in 26th.
1.5 mile, pretty much an oval. So it's going to be a speedy track. Weather's going to be
sunny. Come on, who you got, man?
Where's the temperature? What kind of weather
do you really need to see the temperature?
I just want to make sure it's hot because I think if it's a fast track,
it's Vegas.
I'm going to take Junior if it's going to be a fast track.
But if it's not?
If it's not, I'd take somebody else.
Wow, thank you for that in-depth analysis.
I'd take
somebody else.
Well, because I think Junior's had a fast car so far. And I think he's ran really well, just like you said. And if it's an open race, not a lot of slowdown, it's just open, smooth weather, no collisions, nice driving, I think Junior's got it. Junior, Hamlin, maybe even Gordon. If it's a little muddy, mucked up, I think Gordon might hold on to win it. So I would take Junior. I'm going to take Junior to win it. And what's your over-under on Danica?
I'm taking under 20.
I'm
I mean, better than 20. Excuse me, whatever that is.
I'll take plus 25.
Ooh, well, she starts in 26.
Well,
I think. No, 21st. Starts in 21st.
I'm taking plus 26, 25.
You think she's going to
26 or
get
less.
worse than her qualifying position?
Yep. Wreck
All because of a wreck
early.
that she doesn't start.
Wreck early.
What if 19 wreck, but she's the only one to get back on?
That's what I'm saying. She's going to be out of it.
But hey, as long as she comes back on before everybody else that wrecks, telling you, man. I'm
I
picking
think
it.
she's doing 26 or worse.
I'm picking
Probably
it,
like
man.
33.
What? 33's back where like the one car teams with only one sponsor that just want to get their name out there. That'd be like the Vets on Media car. That's 33. That's Regan Smith right now. Regan Smith, Trevor Bain back there with them, David Gilliland.
Hey, it's a lot of money to be in 33rd. They pay a lot of money for her to wreck a lot of cars. So,
but she topped over 190, 191 and a half, which was pretty good. The top speed is 194, but I mean between her and top speed, there's 20 drivers. So I think she'll do okay once she can get in there. She's got Clint Boyle to run with, Kevin Harvick. Actually, she'll be right behind Denny Hamlin.
he's running really good.
So that should be interesting because last time those two got together.
Hey, can't control your car.
Yeah. Whatever, man. Stop hating. Let's go ahead and take
Last break.
Yeah, let's take our last break. We'll come back and close it up. I guess Joel had to work, so we're good.
Veterans served us. Now it's time we serve them. As a veteran of Afghanistan and Iraq, as well as a current military member deployed abroad, I would like to take a minute of your time to tell you about Patriot Hills of New York. Patriot Hills of New York is a nonprofit organization providing support to veterans and their families. They partner veterans in need with over 65 health and wellness organizations, community groups, as well as philanthropic foundations providing no or low-cost services. They've helped over 400 veterans through confidential referral services, assistance with veterans issues, employment placement, as well as educational opportunities. If you need assistance or just want to help veterans by donating your time or services, contact them at info@patriothills.org. Again, that's info@patriothills.org. Visit patriothillsofnewyork.com for more information about their services or how you can donate. Our veterans deserve no less. We can give it to them, and you can help. Everyone's going to need an attorney at some point in their life. I'm no different. Hey, everyone, it's James from Vets On. Whether it was my last will and testament before deployment or my ongoing custody battle for my children during my divorce, I needed help, so I lawyered up. If you need help, I urge you to contact Capstrom Law Firm. Capstrom Law Firm in Springfield, Missouri services clients throughout the state in criminal law, personal injury, and family law. With over 13 years practicing law, Tom Capstrom understands both law and court procedures and how stressful they can be. Let Tom Capstrom Law Firm and his dedicated staff take the stress and worry out of a difficult situation by calling him today. We feel so strong about the work that Tom and his staff are doing that he'll be a monthly guest on the show. Tom is a veteran and a listener, for God's sake, so you know the guy is solid and will fight for you. Give Tom a call today by calling 417-864-0552. Or email Tom at capstromlaw.com. And don't forget to tell him that Vets On sent you.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertising.
If you or someone you know is looking for a new job or career, you need to visit the pros. National Career Fairs at ncfairs.com. National Career Fairs hosts over 300 career fairs a year nationwide. The events are free and give you the perfect chance to meet some of the top employers in your area face-to-face. To find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
Woke up in London yesterday, found myself in the city.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for our final Saturday show in the iVetX.com studios in beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona. Hopefully, next time we'll be doing, beautiful Central Phoenix, hopefully, as we are currently looking at multiple different places to be able to be a little bit more centralized in the Valley of the Sun instead of just being way out here in the outskirts. Now, granted, Scottsdale is a beautiful place, but there's some other pretty nice places as well that can work a little bit better for us. I'm about to head out to the veterans run that they're doing for disabled veterans to see Madison Rising in concert, as well as a couple other bands. That'll be out at Scottsdale Harley Davidson here in about an hour and a half. So if you want to come out and join us, help for a good cause to raise money for disabled veterans, we'll be out there at the Scottsdale Harley Davidson today. There'll be a concert by Madison Rising and then a couple other bands as well. So I think it's like $10 to get in, something like that. So it's not bad. What are you doing today, Aaron?
Got to take my phone back to the store, but then watching TV, nothing. I got to work tomorrow, so.
It sucks.
Yeah, overtime.
Yeah. Right on, bro. Well, other than that, man, that's pretty much it. Man, I'm ready to close up. You ready to close up?
Yeah, we got some hockey tonight. Coyotes play the Canadians over in Glendale.
Right on. You going to go?
No, but
Yeah.
hopefully it'll be a loss.
You just want
Shooting for the number 1 pick.
All right. Well, cheer them off.
And MLS starts tomorrow, Major League Soccer.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Galaxy just played yesterday.
Well, yeah, this is opening weekend.
yeah.
So,
So
But they had
I'm kind of a Galaxy fan, kind of,
Soccer's
and a
gonna,
New England Revolution fan.
I still think soccer is going to be the 3rd biggest sport in 10 years.
10
This
years.
country.
We'll see.
I don't know if it'll be MLS, but soccer's making big strides. I think it's gonna take down MLB. Joel and Brent don't like that, but I think it will.
No, I don't think it'll ever take down baseball, dude. There's no way. There's too many games.
There's demos very old.
I know, but there's too many games, too many cities that have baseball that don't have soccer.
Yeah, but as these guys die off, there's a lot of people like me. I watch British soccer. I don't need a team here, and we're actually going to have a not top level but second level team next year.
Oh, Phoenix?
Yeah, and they played the Galaxy last year, so
Yep.
we're getting there. And MLS is making great strides to be a very competitive league. Their schedule's still screwy.
I think there'll be a 5.
I think they'll easily pass hockey because the hockey fans are very diehard, but it's a niche sport. There's not a lot of us. Basketball, I think, is if not more popular, it's same as baseball right now. And I think it's going to pass it. And then I think baseball is going to drop down and soccer is going to move in front of it.
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting. Your Yankees are losing right now 4-1, by the way.
Oh, shocker.
Spring training.
Number 1 pick.
Nobody cares. Spring training.
It's going to be a long summer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you after our break. Keep an eye on the Vets on Sports Facebook page for updates as to when and where we will be live next.